This is literally the easiest way to grow your sales on eBay. Literally overnight. I mean instantly. Are you one of those resellers who complain about slow sales while restricting a ton of buyers from being your customers? Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Polish Pete, eBay reseller based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing in bulk and I sell them individually on eBay for profit. I'm also an unpaid carer for an elderly and disabled person. Today I want to talk about restricting buyers on eBay. But before we start, if you are interested in this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so yet. So, what I mean by saying restricting buyers? I mean preventing potential buyers from buying your items. There are many ways that people restrict certain buyers from being their customers on eBay, and today I will try to touch every single one of those ways and tell you why you should think twice before doing so. I mean, guys, there is so many YouTubers saying their sales are slow, and in the next video they are saying, I've blocked this person, I've blocked that person, for this reason, for that reason, without a reason, because I love to block people. And the block list is the first thing that comes to your mind when we talk about restricting buyers. And that's true. It is the most common thing. But there are many other ways to restrict buyers from buying your items. And I bet there are people watching this video who don't know all those ways to restrict buyers. And in fact, they might be restricting buyers without even realizing that. So this is why I'm making this video. So let's start with easy stuff, block list. I bet I've sold like 10,000 items on eBay by now. If I didn't, I must be very close to this number. Guys, there are literally 11 people on my block list. It's like one person for every 1,000 items that I have sold. And I bet half of those people on my block list, their accounts are already suspended. Some long time ago I've checked, but it was very long time ago, and I have literally forgotten how I've checked that, how I've checked if these accounts are still live or they are restricted or they are suspended. I wanted to do it before I do this video, but I couldn't remember how I've checked it, so I didn't. Anyway, if you add people to your block list, left, right and center, then please realize that you are shrinking your pie. Yeah, you make it smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. There is less and less and less and less potential buyers who can buy your items. If you put people on block list because of lowball offers, because they have returned your item, because they didn't pay for the item, because they have cancelled order and stuff like that, please think again, because you are shrinking your pie. I know you may say there are millions of buyers on eBay. That's true. But first, eBay is losing buyers. There is less and less and less buyers on eBay, and we know it. People are dying every single day, and eBay doesn't do much to attract younger generations. The pie is getting smaller and smaller and smaller every day. Every second, really. Another thing, whatever you are selling, it's not attractive to 100% of buyers. If you take me as an example, I sell ladies' clothing. Right off the bat, I'm disregarding half of the buyers because there is not many men interested in ladies' clothing. So half of the pie is gone. Then I'm selling certain sizes, which means that another quarter of the pie is gone. Guys, the more you think about it, the smaller the pie is. You are cutting off and disregarding more and more and more chunks of it. I don't sell abroad. Hello? That's a massive chunk that I'm losing, isn't it? So literally, after applying some thoughts to this subject, you start to realize that every single potential customer counts. Don't get rid of them just because you don't like global offers or something as silly as that. So who do I block? Generally, fake item not as described and negative feedbacks. And I had one person that I have blocked who has used click and collect and never picked up the item. Then she has told me to send it again, and I did it, and she didn't pick it up again. So she didn't pick up her item twice. And that's why I have blocked her. But I never block people preventionally because they have asked a question or something like that, because they are annoying. And it's my job to deal with annoying people. Just think about it. If you had to deal with those people face to face, it would be way much harder. But you don't have to deal with them face to face. You can call them stupid cow and then write a polite message. I never blocked people preventionally. Let's face it, guys, I have managed to remove every single negative feedback but one. And I have managed to remove 50% of my defects, if not 70%. I had maybe half a dozen people, maybe a dozen people who have ordered items via click and collect and never picked up that item. So I've lost the postage because I had to refund full price. But I had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them who have picked their parcels, and I've made money out of that. So what are the other things that may restrict some people from buying from you? Hopefully, I'll give you all the examples, and at the end of the video, I will show you what to click, where to click, what to change, what to untick, what to opt out, what to opt in, and stuff like that. So we've touched some of those ways of restricting people already. Block list, click and collect, stuff like that. But let's dive in a bit deeper. Number one, selling abroad. Now, this is my deliberate decision. I have never had many international sales, and they were generating lots and lots and lots of empty impressions. Literally, as soon as I've stopped international sales, my impressions went down from 13 millions to 7 millions a month. And I've lost maybe a dozen sales a year, eliminating 6 millions of empty impressions every single month, doubling my click-through ratio. But if you don't mind selling abroad, if you sell stock that is attractive for buyers who are abroad, then by all means, do not restrict those customers. Do not restrict those customers, because there is plenty of customers abroad. Number two, click and collect. Now, I don't know if you guys in US, if you have something like that. So in UK, eBay has 3,500 click and collect locations. So if seller chooses this option, if seller accept the option that he or she will send to click and collect location, basically the buyer can order delivery to this location instead of his house. So if people who work on social hours, they often are not at home when the delivery is made. So they can order the seller to send the item to a local shop, local grocery shop, and they can go and pick it up from the local grocery shop, which is way much closer to their house than the courier depot. It's way much easier to go to that local shop than to drive 50 miles to the local depot. 50 miles is an exaggeration, let's say 20 miles. So guys, I strongly encourage you to opt in to click and collect program. I get at least one sale every single week via this feature. I mean, 50 to 100 sales a year is nothing to sniff on. And again, I had maybe half a dozen, maybe a dozen people that didn't collect their parcels, and those parcels came back to me and I had to refund the money. But it's a small price to pay for extra 50 or 100 sales a year. Yeah? If you opt out of this, you are restricting all those customers who may have bought from you. So if I had opt out, I would lose that 50 to 100 sales. Number 3, Inpost lockers. Very similar to previous one. There are people who can't be home during the delivery hours, so they like to order their stuff to Inpost lockers. Now again, I don't know if you guys in US have it. There is a picture of it over here on the screen right now. It is fairly popular in UK, and in Poland it's super popular. I dare to say 50% of parcels are delivered this way in Poland because it's way much cheaper than delivering to your house. I live in a very small town in Poland. 11,000 people live here, and there are at least 6 of those machines in this town. 6 that I know of. There may be twice as many, but 6 that I know of. A little interesting fact, this is a Polish invention, this is a Polish design, Polish manufacturing. The guy's name is Rafał Brzoska. He has founded Inpost in Poland, this company, and he is now in many countries in Europe. And he's selling those machines all over the world. Yeah. So as soon as I'm in UK for good, this will be the first thing that I will do. I will update my postage policies to deliver to those machines. At the moment, I can't do it as my wife doesn't know how to do it. I may ask her next time to go to that machine and show her how to do it, because I literally have one of those machines 300 yards from my house. And again, if you don't offer this, you may restrict some people from buying your items. People who want to use it, people who don't want to receive the item to their house because they are not home, because they are working on social hours. Number 4, remote locations. Again, it will be different in US as you guys pay different postage fees for different states. Here in UK, we pay the same charge whether it's next door neighbor or the other end of the country. Yeah, so we pay the same money to deliver to any address in the country, except few so-called remote locations, which are Scottish Highlands and Islands, Channel Islands, or other islands like Isle of Man, for example, and the most importantly, Northern Ireland. After Brexit, delivery via courier to Northern Ireland went up from less than 3 quid to almost 6 quid. Guys, but Royal Mail is obliged by law to deliver to those locations for the same amount of money that they would charge you to deliver to your next door neighbor. So use it, take advantage of it. If I pay for every delivery, I pay £2.87, and the simplest second class small parcel without tracking via Royal Mail is £2.99. That's only 12 pence difference. That's less that I would pay for promoted listings to sell this item. If you sell some big, heavy, awkward item, then you have to do your own research. You have to do your diligence. Check the prices, check the services available. But again, if you sell simple things, that parcels are basically uniform, there is no point to restrict buyers from remote locations. Just use Royal Mail instead of courier. Pay just a little bit more, but make a sale. Again, I have at least one parcel every single week going to those remote locations. That's again 50 to 100 extra items sold that I can sell every single year. And trust me, their money is as good as any other money. What's more, those people in those remote locations, they are the best customers on eBay, the best customers you can get. They never moan about late deliveries. They never moan about delivery cost. They never return their items, and they almost always leave you feedback. They are super happy that you actually accept them as customers, because half of the eBay does not accept them, restrict those customers from buying. They are just super happy. And most of them, maybe not most, but a lot of them I have as repeat buyers. Repeat buyers, same people from those remote locations are buying from me, because they are super happy that I accept them as my customers. And all I do, when I do my dispatch, I send them like a copy and paste message. Hey, due to location, I have sent your item via Royal Mail instead of every courier. Yeah? And they have never had a problem with that. In fact, I have received countless messages saying that they are happy that I accept them as customers. Yeah, and they don't give a monkey what kind of carrier I use to deliver the parcel. You may say that there is no tracking on that Royal Mail parcel, but there is a delivery confirmation. So if they open item not received case, you still have a proof that item has been delivered, and eBay will accept it. And eBay will close that case in your favor. Guys, if you restrict those customers, you are leaving money on the table. Number 5, not accepting returns. Technically, you are not restricting anybody, but trust me, there are millions of people on eBay who will not buy from you because you are not accepting returns. You don't have to give them free returns, just the fact that you are accepting returns will give your customers that feeling that you will take care of them when something is not right. If you don't accept returns, being a private seller, you are losing sales. That's a fact. That's a fact. Number 6, restricting buyers who have less than X number of positive feedbacks. I don't know, less than 5 positive feedbacks. Now, I don't know if that's still a case. I was trying to find it on eBay where you can change it, but I can't find it anywhere, so it maybe eBay has removed that feature. But anyway, if you are doing that and you know where to change it, let me know in the comments where to change it. But if you are doing that and you, for example, restrict customers with less than 5 positive feedbacks, yeah, you are leaving money on the table because you are restricting some buyers from buying your items. Everybody needs to start someday on eBay, and everybody had 0 feedback when they started. If everybody would restrict those people, they wouldn't have a chance to get feedback. And on top of everything else, if half of eBay restricting them and you are not, they will come to you because you are not restricting them. Yeah. Number 7, cancellations. So on eBay, you can restrict buyers who had certain amount of cancellations due to non-payment within certain amount of time. Now it's up to you if you are going to do that or not. Me personally, I will take a risk. I would rather have an unpaid item from time to time than lose all those good sales that I can get out of that when I'm not restricting those people. Same applies to automatic cancellations. Guys, do not cancel after 2 days. Do not cancel after 3 days. Give them at least 1 full week to pay for your item. Shit happens to people. They may have been ill. They may have lost their phone. Give them some time. Yeah. Same applies to itchy finger to cancel items. Yeah. If you cancel manually and you cancel straight away, oh, they didn't pay, oh, they bought it yesterday and today they still didn't pay today. Yeah, cancel. Do not cancel quickly. Just give them some time. Guys, I would rather want to wait a week for my payment than wait a year to sell this item again. Yeah, you can prompt them. You can send them some messages that help. I've made a video of it's over here. What I send them to pay me, and I very seldom have an unpaid item. Number 8, I believe. Best offers. Guys, again, it's not kind of technically restricting items, but still, allow offers, guys. Allow best offers. You can always counter their offer. You can always decline. Yeah. But sometimes it is beneficial to sell an item a bit cheaper than wait another year to get another offer, or sell it for full price, or maybe never sell it at all. Yeah. I've talked about it quite recently, so go and have a look if you haven't watched that video. Number 9, automatic payment after accepting the offer. So quite recently, eBay has introduced a feature where buyers have to input payment details while making an offer. So if the offer is accepted, payment is automatic. Now guys, do not force buyers to do this. Not everybody feels safe, confident, comfortable enough to give payment details before they making an offer. Some people will just not make an offer to you because of that. Just untick it. I know it's great that the payment is automatic, but there are people who will not do it. And you are restricting those people from buying your items because they won't do it. They just won't do it. What have you got to lose? A few unpaid items every year? To be honest, again, I would rather have an unpaid item than force buyers to put in those details, automatic payment, and then I send them an item and I get fake item not as described because they want to return it for free. So I would rather not have a non-payer than INAT that you have to deal with, basically. And that would be it. These are my reasons or these are my ways that some people are restricting certain buyers from buying their stock. So let's jump to my computer now and have a look. Where do you have to click, where do you have to untick, opt in, opt out, and stuff like that. So okay guys, we are in Seller Hub and let's go through it quickly. Here, account settings. So you are here basically. You go to your business policies, and when you are in your business policies, you want to change your shipment policy, your postage policy, and when you click edit, then you can add additional service, and you can add that Inpost locker drop-off. Yeah. So Inpost locker drop-off, and obviously you put the price you wish to charge for it, and that's done. All your items will be updated by this eBay policy. Like I've said, I will apply that literally first thing that I'm in UK for good. So, okay, what else do we have? I believe we have selling preferences. Yeah, I think so. So what we've got here is preferences for items awaiting payment. I think something is here. Yeah, automatically cancel unpaid items. Guys, untick it. Please untick it. Do not let eBay to cancel automatically. There are different situations. Just give them time. Give them time. So you can do it here. Now, managing who can buy from you. So if we go here, that's a block list. So yeah, to prove my words, that's my block list. 2 lines, guys, 2 lines. If you have a massive amount of buyers blocked, just cut it, paste it to Notepad, and run it empty for a couple of weeks. See if your sales will pick up. Guys, what can I say about the block list? Is algorithm happy that you've got massive block list? I don't know, but if you want me to bet my money, I would rather bet the money that algorithm is unhappy than happy. You know what I mean? I would rather say if you have a massive block list, it's rather a negative effect than positive effect. I can't see anything positive for the algorithm out of the fact that you've got massive block list. Okay, so that's the block list out of the way. Next thing is block buyers who caused 2 cancellations of unpaid purchases within 1 month. Obviously, you can change it here 5 to 12, but I would advise not to tick it at all. Just leave it unticked. Just leave it unticked. Next, block buyers whose primary delivery address is a location that I don't post to. I leave it unticked as well because I post everywhere within the country. Block buyers who are all right. This is unimportant. This is unimportant. Yeah, and here only set this requirement to buyers with feedback score less than 5, less than 1, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I leave it unticked. Yeah, I leave it unticked. Don't allow blocked buyers to contact me. Leave it unticked, guys. Leave it switched off. If you block somebody, let them contact you right away. You can ignore them. You can ignore them. There is nothing they can do to you because they are blocked. But let them contact you. Maybe they want to say I'm sorry. Maybe they want to apologize. Maybe you will consider unblocking them. So don't switch it on, please. And here, buyer payment requirements. Require buyers to provide payment method before they make an offer. Again, don't tick it. Leave it blank. Leave it unticked. leave it unticked, please. There are buyers who you will lose sales by ticking that. I can guarantee you that. Well, almost guarantee you that. Now, guys, there is one more thing that I would like you to do, or I would like you to consider. If you go here, communication with buyers. If you go here to communication with buyers, here, you can choose to have us send a payment reminder if your buyer hasn't paid after a couple of days. Just tick that on. So you can send them a prompt message to prompt them to pay, but also eBay will send them that automatic message. Yeah, automatic message. So guys, if you click here to postage preferences, you've got that click and collect here. So as you can see, I'm enrolled into this. You can edit that when you click that edit button, opt in, opt out, all the good stuff. Same here, global shipping program. If you want to sell internationally, opt in, opt out. Again, exclude postage locations. Again, I've got nothing excluded, as you can see. You can obviously, that's what I advise you to do, basically. And allow combined payment and combined postage. I would do this here as well. I would set up promotional postage rule if I were you, and combined payments if I were you. And don't ask buyers for their phone number. Yeah, because not everybody wants to add their phone number to the courier's label. And if they don't want to do it, just let them not to do it. Because again, you may lose sales because of that, because somebody doesn't want to give the phone number and you force them to do it. And I think that will be it. And that would be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you will think about it and you will stop restricting buyers to buy your items. Yeah, to stuff your pockets with money, because that's ultimately what it is. They are paying you money and you are restricting them from paying you money. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, please don't forget to click that like button. If you wish to support the channel further and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I'll see you next time. Have a great week. God bless you all and bye bye.